What's up, guys? So I want to talk about a very interesting mindset when it comes to attraction with women. So the wrong mindset that a lot of guys have is they think the inverse of what's true. And what I mean by that is they think that they need attraction to to escalate. So they think that by, their looks or through their sort of charisma, they're going to be attractive to women, and then once they're attractive enough, women will quote unquote allow them to escalate, allow them to touch them, allow them to touch them on the knee, allow them to go for the kiss. And this is kind of true, but this mindset also fucks you up, right? Because what you'll understand if you're a bit more intermediate or advanced is that the escalation itself causes attraction, right? And a lot of guys are holding themselves back. What happened to one of my clients is he said, well, there was a lot of issues here, but he's a bit of a beginner. So what I recommended him is to literally ask for the kiss, and not to say, hey, do you want to kiss me? Although this is actually not too bad. This can actually work quite well. But rather to say, hey, I want to kiss you. Actually, in his instance, I actually recommended him to specifically ask her, hey, do you want to kiss me? Okay. And we can talk about that some other time. This is a kiss test. But he was feeling a lot of resistance to this idea, because what he was thinking is, what if she says no? If she says no, then, I've basically lost something, right? Then I feel like she's going to say no, and this is going to kill my chances. Now, there is a fundamental problem here with this mindset, because what he doesn't realize is that attraction increases when you actually go for it. So by you trying to make something happen, her attraction goes up. So if you're waiting for attraction to be high before you make a move, you're going to be waiting forever, okay? What you need to do is go for the moves in a calibrated way, and that's going to make her attraction to you increase, okay? So the fundamental mindset that you really need to understand is that attraction comes from you escalating. You are not attracting her first and then escalating, right? And this is going to change a lot for you. I think I'll keep this one short. That's pretty much it. Let me see if there's anything else to talk about here. Yeah, so this is actually super obvious if you've had, a reasonable amount of experience. What you'll notice is the dates where it doesn't go well, you probably did not make enough of a move, right? You think back to all of your successful dates, what you're going to realize is you probably kissed her, or you probably made moves, or you probably attempted to make a move. So, it's not an issue if girls say no, if girls say not now. That's actually totally fine. What's actually an issue is if you never go for it. So I want you to change your mindset from, hey, I never want to get a no, to I want to get as many no's as possible. I want to go for things. I want her to say no. I want to stay respectful. I want to stay calibrated. I want to take a step back when she says no. But I'm going to try again. I'm going to try something slightly different. And she's going to give me another no. And I'm going to be playful about it. I'm going to banter. I'm going to tease her about how she's really bad at holding eye contact or whatever. And then I'm going to try something else, right? And just keep getting all of these no's. And what you realize is that no's are are signs that you're going along the right path, right? You cannot get to the end of the journey without the no's. And I think that's something a lot of guys, especially if they're more beginner, don't understand. Now, if you do any sales, you're going to realize this is a lot like sales objections. Men or salespeople are so afraid of getting objections. What you realize when you're a bit more sophisticated is it is impossible for you to get the sale without getting objections. You should not be afraid of objections. You should welcome them, because this objection is your prospect giving you the key to understanding how to close them. And so it is with women. These no's from her are the keys. It's not a perfect metaphor, but it's pretty damn close. She's giving you, this is a process that you need to go through. You need to go through these no's, because if she's not giving you the no's now, she's probably going to be giving them to you later. So you might as well start racking up those no's now so that you can get through all of them, right? When you've tried enough, she's going to be like, oh, this guy's fucking persistent. He's really fucking chill when I tell him no. He's not needy. I can tell he's not needy. he is emotionally unreactive when I tell him no, I start to feel safe around this guy. Now, if you never get that no, she's not able to feel those things as quickly. It's going to take her a lot longer. Maybe she never gets all the way to where she needs to go. So think about it like this: by her saying no, and by you going for things and her saying no, you're giving her you're giving yourself the opportunity to show the traits that you need to show. Okay. Now you can also hack this. There's a final system here. Okay. So it's also very good if you tell stories. You can tell a story that basically hacks all this and shows her the same thing. So there's a story my friend likes to tell, which basically sounds like this. Like, you know, there's this, I respect women so much in terms of like, I respect their no. I think it's actually such a beautiful, useful thing, right? Like this one time I was on this date with this girl, and you know, we were back in my place, we're making out, and she didn't want to go further. And I absolutely hate pushing. I hate this feeling of like making somebody do something they don't genuinely want. So, you know, whenever I feel that, I just immediately take a step back and I make, you know, for me, it's like absolutely chill. It doesn't matter if we fuck now. It doesn't matter if we fuck later. You know, it's going to happen at some point. So, you know, I don't really try and push it. And, you know, in this case with this girl, you know, we ended up hooking up pretty quickly afterwards because she saw that she was safe with me. Okay, and this is a story you can tell to overcome the same objection that she might have, the same limiting beliefs, the same concerns she has, that you can kind of tackle head on by butting your head against it over and over and over until her walls come down and she learns to trust you. You can do this exact same thing as well, just by telling the story. And that's the power of storytelling and the power of subliminal messaging that can overcome her limiting beliefs. So I hope that was helpful, guys. By the way, if you don't know me, I'm Carl. I've helped hundreds of successful men get absolutely insane results with their online dating, with their texting, with their dates. If you want any help with that, if you want to have the dating life of your dreams, join our free school community. We can get access to free coaching calls from me, and we take your entire dating life up to the next level. So hope to see you in there. I hope this was useful. If you did find it useful, please smash that like button, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.